A woman in her feminine energy is relatable to a certain degree. She chooses to protect herself, the new version of herself, the brand identity that she has created, the new story that she is telling, without allowing the old story to infiltrate her new reality subconsciously. Now, a lot of these things you are probably doing subconsciously, and it's the reason why you're not moving forward in your life. It's the reason why you feel like your life is on loop. It's the reason why you don't see that much progression from where you're at this year from this time last year. So if you want to know how to rid yourself of this curse, because that's exactly what it is, and living your life on loop, and how to stop being relatable to the wrong people but still being able to be soft and relatable and in your feminine energy, then stick around because it's all coming up right now. Hi, welcome back to the Vibration Vault. My name is Alia Zaray. I help women all over the world navigate their love life in a more feminine way. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, make sure to subscribe to stick around. Okay, let's begin. So a lot of the time when you're around people that you love and they're going through a difficult time, they are often in a very negative headspace. So what do people do when they're in a negative headspace? They share their negative perspective on what's happening to them, why they're so upset. In fact, let me give you an example. Let's say your best friend has just called you and she is crying down the phone, and she is crying, telling you that her boyfriend has just cheated on her. She is so upset. She's so disappointed. She's hysterical. She doesn't know what to do with herself. You have also been cheated on in the past. You could use option 1 and you could say, I know exactly how you're feeling. I have been cheated on before too. I know how much it hurts. Men are all the same. Why did they do this? I don't know. We're amazing people. I don't know why this has happened to you and I'm always here for you. I can't believe this has happened. And ultimately just share your pain to lessen the embarrassment for her. Now, I understand why you might do this. Pretty much because of what I just said. You don't want her to feel embarrassed. You want to almost normalize this happening. You want her to feel like she's not the only one that's experienced this, and you guys are in this together, and you can help her and she can trust you because you've been through that same humiliation before. But what you don't realize you are doing is you are subconsciously reaffirming your old story. When you reaffirm an old story that you consciously choose to not resonate with, it undoes all of the work of you trying to reinforce the new story. That's why you get trapped back in old cycles, because now people are making a perception of you. That is now who you are. That's embedded into your brand, into your identity, into who you are. And it's not just other people's perceptions, because you might be watching this thinking, I don't care what people think of me, but it's also the perception of yourself. You are now retraining your subconscious to believe that this version of reality is very real to you because you are favoring it, you are putting it on a pedestal, you are talking about it, you are giving attention to it and glorifying it because it now has the spotlight on it, so it becomes the forefront of your identity. So instead, you would use option 2 and you would go into your feminine energy and you would say, I am so sorry that happened to you. Listen, I am always here to listen to you. I can be over at yours in 5 minutes. You are honestly such an incredible girl. And think about it this way, at least now you are one step closer to meeting your Prince Charming. When you say this, you are still being loving, you are still being kind, you are still being supportive, but without reaffirming the old story that ultimately consciously you do not relate to anymore. There's no need for you to be telling your old story and lowering your vibration to meet someone at their vibration. Yes, you can raise their vibration in so many other ways, like this supportive message that you can share with them without dragging yourself down to their negative state. So ultimately, that illustrates why being relatable to the wrong people is going to hinder the growth of your own personal journey. So on the flip side, you could argue that being relatable to the right people would propel you further in your journey to success, wealth, happiness, and love. So when you surround yourself with people who almost embody the version of you that you want to be. So let's say you are manifesting love right now, the love of your life. If 3 of your other friends are in happy, loving relationships, healthy, loving relationships, then trust me, you are a lot further ahead at finding that happy, loving Prince Charming of yours than if you were to keep people around you that were in toxic relationships or no relationships at all. And that's because you mirror the same vibrations that they are emitting. So now they are in healthy, loving, happy relationships and you are around them. So you are going to mirror the vibrations that they are radiating. You now, without having been with anyone to give you those feelings, you are now emitting the vibration of someone who is also very loved, happy, fulfilled in their life. And that is going to attract the right partner to come into your life in a more feminine, effortless type of way. And it's not just love. This could be money, success, and wealth. So let's say you are surrounding yourself with people that inspire you, they empower you, they have much better life experiences than you, they've been brought up in a much more affluent way to you. When you run in those type of circles, you are opening yourself up to a whole new different perspective of life. Because remember, the only version of life that you have seen is the life that you have lived. So when they start sharing their achievements, it acts as a mirror. So you start to mirror and feel the accomplishments that they have accomplished because you are running in the same circles as this person. And now all of a sudden, it seems to be more achievable than it once upon a time it seemed to be. What happens is it reflects back the potential greatness and possibilities that you have awaiting you. So make a conscious effort to be friends with people that can offer you a different perspective, whether that's love, whether that's money, affluence, sophistication. So by making yourself relatable to the right people, regardless of initial familiarity or comfort, ultimately you invite success and abundance into your life effortlessly. Each interaction, each conversation, each shared experience with a positive influence reaffirms your belief in a reality where success, love, joy, wealth are all attainable. And what happens is over time, those manifestations solidify into actual tangible success, tangible achievements, real life wins of love, success, and wealth that actually help you live as the highest version of yourself that once upon a time was just a thought or an image or a manifestation. It's really important to understand that whatever's happened to you in your past does not define you. Those chapters are chapters that were written by other people. You don't need to start telling other people's stories about yourself that they wrote. You can rewrite your own story about yourself at any given time, starting right now, starting today. You can rewrite a new story. What things do you relate to? How did you grow up? Even if you grew up in the most toxic, negative situation, you can find a way to put a positive spin on it, to not make yourself feel like such a victim, to make yourself able to relate to someone who is a bit more affluent to you. Even if you haven't traveled as much as someone who seems more affluent to you, you can go on YouTube and you can search the facts about a different country. So you can bring that to conversation. You can bring value. We can find value everywhere online. So if you are willing to actually use some brain cells and put that into practice, then you can run in any type of circles that you want. You can associate yourself with any type of person you like, any type of group you like, and you can rebrand yourself at any time you like. It's really important to now take some time to reflect on the relationships that you have in your life, your romantic relationships, your family, your friendships, and actually ask yourself this question: which conversations that I have with these particular people uplift me and energize me, and which conversations just completely drain me? And then I want you to identify patterns where you might compromise your standards or your values to accommodate someone else. And then what I want you to do is establish clear boundaries. And these clear boundaries are to be set with people who infiltrate any type of negativity into your reality that's going to hinder your growth. I want you to politely decline invitations to gossip. There is no reason why a woman who is truly happy, truly in her feminine energy, is negatively speaking badly about any other human. I want you to consciously think about the language you are choosing. Consciously use uplifting and encouraging language when you are speaking about yourself. I want you to speak affirmatively about your goals, about your dreams, about your capabilities, and also find every single situation where you can encourage the other people around you that you love to believe in their potential too. I want you to really take some time to think about the highest version of yourself. What does she look like? What does she sound like? What does she speak like? Visualize it and affirm it to yourself every single day. Embody that woman every single day, and do not engage in activities or conversations that do not align with what she would do. So that is a wrap for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please make sure to subscribe and like, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So until next time, I love you. Bye.